Those members not physically present due to personal illness, disability, employment purposes, business of the board, family or other emergency, unexpected childcare obligations to participate by video or teleconference. Moved by member Brummel. Do I have a second? Second by member Evans. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Welcome member Nero and member Desart. Move on to roll call, please.
Sart.
Here.
Member Eckhoff. Member Evans. Member Sulis. Member Hinterlong. Member Honig. Member Nero.
Here.
Police. Here. Member Tisinga. Member Tornatori. And Tirzing.
Here. Okay, we have a quorum. Thank you. Chairman's remarks. I don't have any chairman's remarks, so I think we'll have some remarks during old business. We'll move on to public comment. Public comment is limited 3 minutes per person, of course, unless you're Kay McKean. Scares. Morning, Kay.
Morning, everybody. Rainy day. Were you up late last night? So lots of good things going on. Schools have started really jumping in on the design challenge already. Fenton High School is all excited. We had a big staff meeting there, and they're all excited about the design challenge. And Mateo Valley, so already schools are calling for the 20th anniversary. Lots of good things going on. West Chicago is opening 2 new cooking oil drop-off locations so that people can drop off cooking oil if they fry a turkey or have other unwanted cooking oil. We've got storm drain medallions in place in Woodridge from the company Hendrickson. Watershed workshop is next Wednesday. We're working on the Teacher Institute Day for February in 2026. And we got a grant, members initiative grant to buy smoke detectors to keep the radioactive material out of our leachate from our landfills. And we've just got that, and we got 29 smoke detectors already collected in Downers Grove. So a lot happening, but we have over 20 towns in DuPage County already signed up for the pumpkin smash. So Bartlett to Bensonville to Burr Ridge to Naperville, all across the county, 20 already. So we're excited about that. Thank you.
That's it, Kay? It doesn't seem like you're doing much.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Kay, always for Scaris's great work. We greatly appreciate it. That's all we have for public comment. I'll move on to approval of the minutes. Can I have a motion on 25-21-36, approval of the September 2nd minutes? Moved by member Police, second by member Hinterlong. Any questions or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Move on to item 6, claims reports. Can I have a motion can I have a motion on 25-23-48, schedule of claims? Moved by member Brummel, second by member Hinterlong. Any questions on schedule? Oh, I'm sorry, Dawn. I didn't see you up there. You used to look in the corner for you.
I know, and I used to wait. Anyway, thank you so much, Chair. Yeah, I just had a question about this. I noticed a $60,000 project for the Village of Willowbrook Borse Park Stream project, and I don't remember hearing anything about that. Not that, we could have spoken about it, but I just don't recall. So can I just get a little 2-minute elevator speech about what this is?
Absolutely. This is part of our water quality grant initiative. I believe in 2024, we brought our list of water quality grant recipients to the committee. So it was a while ago. They have completed their work in the Village of Willowbrook. They did things like native plantings and shoreline stabilization in Borse Park to improve water quality in Sawmill Creek, I believe.
All right, that's excellent. Thank you so much. No wonder I don't recall it happened a couple of years ago. So thank you so much, Sarah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sometimes those people who get the grants, it takes them a while to do them, so we keep that money for them until the project's complete. Sometimes they come back and tell us they can't do the project, and we put that money then back into the water quality fund. Okay, any other questions on claims reports? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Move on to staff reports. Any questions on staff reports? No.
Chair.
Oh, there we go.
You know what? I am going to be a pain in your side today. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was looking at the new cost share program, and I just want to let you know that I kept trying that link between at the bottom of the memo, and it kept saying page not found. And I kept retrying it and retrying it, it said page not found. Now, when I did Google DuPage County Residential Drainage Assistance Program, it did come up then where people could actually apply for it. But I'm just saying, just to give you a heads up, the link at the bottom didn't work for me. Just for reference. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Desart. We will confirm that link. I know that we did build the website in the test side of the web link, and so perhaps we didn't copy it over correctly for the what I would call the hot link.
Thank you.
Correct. It is for unincorporated. It's to mimic what most of the municipalities are doing for their residents already.
Yeah, this is, I want to thank staff. This is something we've seen over the years, these smaller projects that, you know, that affects one or two houses. It's hard for us to do it, but it's a cost share with those residents, and it's gonna, I think, help a lot of these, smaller areas, the last houses in the neighborhoods, things like that, that are being built that seem to have, you know, issues with flooding all the time. Mike, you got it, Mike.
Is it on?
Yep.
We do that with some of our residents. We do a cost share called rear yard drainage. It's been working out.
Want to say we invented it, but we're just following the leads of the municipalities.
I was just hoping you guys had it. We could have put more money to our budget for it, but I guess.
Okay, any other questions on staff reports? Seeing none, can I have a motion to receive and place on file? Moved by Member Herlong, seconded by Member Police. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Move on to action items. Can I have a motion on 25-2209? Staff is requesting approval to open the water quality improvement grant program for 2026. Submission deadline is January 2nd, 2026. Have a motion. Moved by Member Evans. Second. Second by Member Police. Any questions? Sarah, you want to guess our 7th year of doing this?
I think it's our 20. It is over 20 years. You
Okay.
probably are correct. This has been a great program, long time program. We're able to allocate, as approved in our budget, 300,000, which usually can parlay into over $1 million worth of improvements going into green infrastructure in our communities. And sometimes it's just that little boost or cost share that helps the community either get another grant or get the project done when they tell their board that they have the ability to get this money from the county. And so it's been a really good program. We've been lucky that our leadership has continued and is an advocate for this program to keep it going.
Oh.
That's you, Chair Zay.
Okay. No, I think it's been a great program. We're able to do multiple projects for municipalities, homeowners associations, park districts, schools, you name it. I think we've hit the gamut on everybody that's received a grant over the last 2 decades. Okay, hearing no other discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Can I have a motion on 25-2299, amendment to resolution SMP 2124 to Cooper Haven Construction for St. Joseph's Creek Condominium Drainage Improvement Project to increase the contract amount by $59,000, resulting in amended contract of $1,779,715. Moved by Member Evans, second by Member Torrentori. Any questions? Oh, Member Desart?
Thank you, Chair. Last time I'll raise my hand during this meeting. So I always have a concern that, whenever I see not foreseeable, it makes me wonder if they were the low bid only to increase the cost later. And for this one, 8B and 8C, looking at the documents, it only said due to conditions encountered in the field for both of these items. And so, I'm wondering if, like, don't the engineers take, first of all, I don't know what those conditions, encountered in the field mean, but if it's, I don't know, rockage or whatever it is, wouldn't the engineers, when they're originally doing the project, discover these unforeseen conditions before we accept a bid?
Go ahead. I feel on change orders, so I agree with Member Desart. I've already had this discussion with staff.
Thank you, Member Dessart, and thank you, Chair Zay, as he has asked us the same question. This is actually a very unique situation. These three buildings, A, B, and C, are all next to each other. And when we were doing the design work, we actually got the existing plans that were the plans from when the buildings were constructed. And what we couldn't tell is the width and the depth of the footing and the soil type surrounding the footing of these buildings because they were constructed a long time ago. And so when we got into construction and got that excavation to where we could see the footings and the soil type surrounding those footings, we had to actually make the footing for our floodgates more robust than what was originally designed. And so it was truly a field condition that we could not tell because this was next to a building area. We couldn't take soil samples prior to construction. We wanted to be one and done as far as digging up a large amount of material near 3 residential structures.
Okay, thanks, Sarah. And this is for both B and C, or should I raise my hand at C?
All 3 were the same conditions that had to do with the existing building.
I understand. Thank you. Thanks, Chair.
Sure. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Can I have a motion on 25-23-12 amendment to resolution SMP 2224 issued to Copenhagen Construction for St. Joseph Creek condominium drainage project for buildings A and B, increase the contract by $70,100. The amount not to exceed $2,105,971. By Member Hinterland, second by Member Evans. Any questions? I think we just heard all of them. Okay, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. I have a motion on FIR 144-25, acceptance of an extension of time from the IEPA, Section 319, non-point source pollution control financial assistance program, intergovernmental agreement 319-2207, accounting unit 3065. Have a motion? Moved by Member Evans, second by Member Hinterland. You want to explain this one?
Sure. This is basically a just an extension on the grant. This is on the far west side of campus. That's where Winfield Creek restoration is happening. And we needed a time extension when we were in design. We ran into some threatened and endangered species. And so we did have to do some extra work and extra evaluation, which delayed our construction period. The EPA had no concerns because of the situation we ran into with extending the grant. And so this is simply just a grant extension to push it out further. No change in cost, no change in construction conditions.
Even though they dragged their feet. Okay, fine. Okay, any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Move on to informational. Can I have a motion to receive and place on file FMP 42-25, approval of a contract to GenServe LLC for semi-annual inspection, preventive maintenance, emergency call-out service for campus backup generators from November 1st, 2025 through October 31st, 2027. Contract not to exceed $138,832. Moved by Member Evans, second by Member Police. Any questions? This is just for our generators, right?
Correct. Facilities, Public Works, and Stormwater all have generators around the county, and this is to make sure they're serviced properly for good operating condition.
Good thing when you have a generator, you don't have to work when you turn it on. Okay, any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Move on to old business. Any old business? I think I had a couple things. Just want to thank staff. We had a nice little seminar on MS4 permits out at NIU in Naperville the other day with municipalities, townships, county, you name it, went well. MS4 permits have changed. So this is part of the process of getting the new information out. By them coming to that, they get a certificate that they've done their educational on it. So I think that saves them a lot of money having not to go do it themselves. You want to add in on that?
Sure. And most of the municipal members may hear this from their own staff. The EPA permit has changed significantly, and there is a lot more work required, a lot more documentation of what's being done for good housekeeping surrounding things like leaf collection, salt spreading, salt education, and tracking those metrics. And so the county will be working with the municipalities to make sure we can all achieve what's required under the permit and find the best way to do it, whether it's the county lead the individual task or the municipality. And so we will be forming a stakeholder group with the municipalities to make sure we are addressing this correctly.
Okay, that's the EPA that changed it?
The EPA changed it.
Oh, I thought we were getting rid of the environment at the federal level. Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Any other old business? No, any new business? We did have one item, the chair came out with her 2026 budget and Stormwater was awarded an additional $4 million for our projects. So that's a good thing. That's gonna go, I think majority of it to the problems at Elmhurst at the quarry.
Correct. We were very fortunate in the county board with their surplus that they could allocate to capital, allocated a significant portion to county infrastructure and the quarry infrastructure, in that we have a total of 6.5 million that has been allocated to us in addition to our normal stormwater budget, which at this time is what our design engineers will be close to the cost of construction. Obviously, bidding conditions can dictate those actual costs, but we should know in coming months as we are nearing the time when we put the quarry high wall stabilization out for bid.
Great. Any other new business? Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn? Moved by Member Evans, second by Member Erlang, all in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.